Hey, it's Klayton. Welcome to episode 7 of Ask Celldweller. Let's see what you guys asked this week. There's so many ways that can go. Invisibility would be great, strength would be really awesome, like the Hulk, something like that. But I think being able to read people's minds would save me a lot of time and a lot of headache.
Klayton, I'm a big fan of your work, and I'd like to know, where do you get the inspiration to make the synths and sounds that you use in your tracks?
A lot of my sound designing and synth work and everything else really comes from experimentation. It's pretty rare that I just go, oh, this is exactly the sound I want, and I start with a sine wave and build it from scratch. If you've seen my episode 2 of Celldweller production, where I focused on modular synths and specifically the Hertz Donut, you can see how that kind of happens, where I don't really know what I'm going to get when I start working on a sound, but I end up with something cool in the end, and it sometimes even shapes the direction of a song. I have to say, I was really torn. It was very emotional for me. You know, like when King Kong took the tree and kind of brushed Godzilla's teeth. I had to watch that many times because it kind of was just heart-wrenching. I kind of was rooting for both because really both were underdogs. King Kong was really a misunderstood monster, and really so was Godzilla. So I didn't really know who to root for, and I felt good that neither really died, although King Kong came really close. But thank God for that electrical storm, zapped him, power, pow, socks Godzilla back, chases him off into the sunset, done.
Hey Clay, did you ever have any run-of-the-mill jobs? And if so, what were they?
Brian, I've had many jobs. I started really young because in order for me to get anything that I actually wanted, I had to work for it. There were no gifts. I did not come from a wealthy family. So I was taught at a very young age, you want something, you work for it, you get it. Started out with a paper route, which I hated, but I did it. I washed dishes at an Italian restaurant, and I spent a lot of time eating the free desserts that we were allowed to eat, which was an added bonus to being a dishwasher at an Italian restaurant. That was a lot of fun. I've had a lot of odd and end jobs. I've worked construction, done concrete work. The standout jobs I had was actually when I was recruited to be a T-Rex herder. And what we would do is we would time travel and we would actually corral T-Rexes for the Jurassic Park movie they were going to be making decades later, centuries later. So my job was to actually corral them, and that it was actually in one of those events. You'll see in episode 6 if you go back and watch Ask Celldweller. This is how I actually met my cat Stutter.
Will you ever make a new music video?
We meet again, Jasmine. Except this time I'm not in Germany. Good question. I have a few music videos actually sitting on hard drives right now that are, at this point, one of them is 1.5 years old. I'm more than ready to flush the thing right down the toilet and no one will ever see it. So unless I find a really great After Effects person who can take this footage and turn it into something amazing, there's a possibility you guys will never see this. Going forward, the new album, which there is one in the works, but I haven't mentioned anything else about it yet. Part of my plan is to make music videos around this entire album. And I can't really say more than that right now, but stay tuned because there will be more details coming.
Hey Klayton, I really like the diversity in your music. My question to you is, what programs do you use for doing your animation work? Thanks.
Well, James, I can't take credit where it's not due. I don't do animation work. I've dabbled with it, it's a lot of fun, but I really need to spend my time making music. So I go and hire really talented people like Animatronic, who did all of the intros that you're seeing in Ask Celldweller, Celldweller production, recording sessions, etc. In a nutshell, Oliver, I'd have to say it would be Jamie Gertz, who was Star in The Lost Boys, because I had a massive crush on her, because I thought she was super hot. Yeah, she was, yeah, definitely. Daryl Hannah, who was Pris in Blade Runner, because she was super hot. And then, of course, it's got to be Arnold in Terminator 2, because, you know, although he's big and muscly and stuff, he's a machine, he's a robot, so he's not going to really encroach his manhood on my potential dates, you know, being Pris and Star. but he'll do anything I ask, and he's got super strength. He can protect us, you know, so, and he never has to sleep or anything else. So we could just kind of be on the lonely island, partying with Star and Pris, Arnold keeping an eye out, getting the work done. Win, win, win. Thanks to you all for tuning in for episode 7 of Ask Celldweller. As usual, make sure to subscribe to my page, like or share this video, and of course, I want more questions from you, so keep them coming. Post them in the comments below, or hit this link up in the moon over here and submit your video, because I love seeing them. Stay creative, and until next week, this is Klayton, signing off.
Your perfect world.